What is going on, guys? This is Saravanan Ganesh. In this video, I want to talk about backlinks. I just got off a webinar of pure value training for one of my good friend, Eldar Cohen's community. People were mind blown. We went under the hood of Google, talked about anchor text and backlinks and everything technical. And people were like, we need one more. So we scheduled it for next week also. But here's the thing, guys, right? In this video, I want to talk about how I use backlinks, how I use anchor text manipulation. I don't want to call it manipulation. I call it influencing, if you will, right? So not every backlink is the same, right? People think, hey, the more quantity, the more number of backlinks pointing to my website, the higher my website is going to rank. And I see this with clients every time saying, what did you do this month? How many backlinks? It is not how many backlinks. You can have one good quality backlink and you can play or influence, right? And put a good anchor text. If you don't know what that is, look it up. But just by playing with the anchor text, you can literally start ranking or coaxing Google, letting Google know what you should be ranking, what Google should be ranking your website for. I hope it makes some sense. So in this video is actually a quick screenshot of quick snippet of our coaching call. If you guys like this video, if it made sense, put a comment below that you want a detailed video on what kind of backlinks I use, how I get the backlinks, how I manipulate anchor text, and how I rank keywords. And we do it for personal injury lawyers, rehab, everything, very, very complicated keywords. So if you want a more in-depth video, comment below, yes, I want an in-depth video, I will make one. But this video is a snippet from a coaching call where I go over one of my students' website and I literally talk him into what exactly he should do, the anchor text and stuff like that, to be able to rank for his main keyword. So here you go. The city is Centerton. Is that what the city is?
Yes.
Okay. So let me actually go here, right? So this is the URL. The location is Centerton. Did I get the name, the spelling right? Centerton. Yep. And excavation services. Okay. And the keyword is excavation services near me.
Yeah, let me pull that up. Excavation companies near me.
Excavation companies near me. Okay. So near me keywords are a bit different. Ranking for near me keywords in the map pack is more the location of the GMB. Ranking near me keywords organic is also literally location of the GMB, but we can manipulate it to a certain extent. Okay. So if you were to rank for, let's say, excavation companies, city, right? Centerton. What state is this? Alabama?
This is Arkansas.
Arkansas, right? So let me start with ranking for this, and then I'll talk about ranking for this, okay? Just because it might make a little bit more sense. First things first, if this is the main keyword you're looking to rank for, make sure that this keyword is in the URL. If not in the URL, at least in the title tag. So this is the URL. We got excavation. We don't have companies, right? This is excavation contractor. So make sure the title has that. Okay, excavation companies, Centerton, Arkansas, right? So between the URL and the title, it's going to tell Google what we are all about, right? And this could be a low-hanging fruit, like you said, just doing this keyword here, maybe as part of the keyword here, and then maybe content. You can write content about, based on the keyword research, where you have the keywords here, and Centerton in the content somewhere. Just that might get you to page 1. But let's say this is a bigger city like Dallas, right? This might be on page 3 or 4 and not on page 1 yet. Make sense so far? right?
Mhm.
So let's just take an example. If it's Dallas, right? Dallas, Texas, just because it's huge, you can do the on page here and here, and the content you can do H1, H2, H3, and just regular content, and put all variety related keywords, right? I usually say related keywords, long tail keywords. So excavation companies Dallas will be the title. Maybe best excavation contractor. You already got that. Okay, service Dallas, right? Like in H1, H2 could be all related keywords, long tail. You get the idea, right? So let Google know as much as you can. This is all about excavation related to that and Dallas area. Okay. And so when you do all this, let's just say for this main keyword, okay, for this main keyword, okay, just with on page, maybe it lands. When I say it, the main keyword is lands or is ranking on page 4 in the search engines results page. Does that make sense? In the Google search results, right? If it's center 10 already, you may already be on page 1, maybe bottom of page 1. I'm just saying Dallas now because it's more competitive. So then when you use PBNs, it may make sense. Okay. So now what we're going to do is off page citations, social profiles. You know that. I don't want to get into that. We're going into PBNs, right? Let's just say this was the PBN we got, right? This is one PBN we got. Let's say PBN 2 is, do we have any other PBNs? Okay, this is another PBN. Let's say, right? Just say that. And PBN 3 is maybe www.tomsmith.com. PBN 4 is votefortrump.com, right? Whatever, right? These are expired domains we buy, okay? Now, just what's natural, okay? In Google's eyes, as much as possible, we want to keep it clean and natural, right?
Okay.
We want to keep it as clean as natural. So what that means is you want to, we bought these domains because they have good backlinks going into them. They may have content in the past about, they may have had it on somebody named Joan Fetty Labelle, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. It doesn't matter what the previous content was, but we bought it because they have backlinks going into it. Now we can take this first PBN domain, okay, and we can write content. I call it theme it to our niche and location. Okay. In this case, excavation service or excavation company in Dallas, right? So what do you do on the title? You can't change the URL because that's set. The title, you can actually just say the exact one you want to say, excavation companies, Dallas, Texas. No human being, very rarely is a human being from Google going to check this, if at all, right? It's mostly for the Google bot, right? So Google lands on this. Okay, there's something about John Fetty Labelle, no idea what that is. Looks like a brand name, company name, someone's name. But the title says this. The H1, H2, H3 content all have similar to this, right? Content, all of that, right? And so it looks like this blog or this website is all about excavation and Dallas, which is the similar content, the theme of our main website that we want to rank for, this page, right? Now, the last thing we want to do is what anchor text we are using to link from this to this.
Money site.
Do you have a question? Sorry, Mike?
Oh no, sorry, I was just thinking out loud. So another
Got it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can manipulate the anchor text. Okay. I'm just going to call it anchor text, right? But right off the bat, we don't manipulate it by putting an anchor text as a main keyword, which is excavation excavation company Dallas, right? Can you do this as the anchor text for the very first PB and get away with it? Maybe, yes. But what's more likely is if it's clean anchor text like this. Why are we doing this? Because that's what most 90% of the world is doing. If Google's terms of service says, hey man, we will rank this website, this page top for the main keyword, if a lot of websites are naturally talking about you and linking to you, if a lot of these websites are all your content, your theme, your niche, and they're talking about you and linking to you, that's more brownie points. So most of the time when if these are real businesses, let's say this was a real business, right? And naturally they are getting popular in that area of Arkansas or Dallas or wherever it is, right? And other businesses or newspapers or personal blogs or other websites are starting to talk about it, mention it for whatever reason. Most of the time, 90% of the time, the anchor text they would use is this. They are not going to say best excavation, you get the idea, company in Dallas, because they don't care about ranking you. They are writing about you and then just linking to you. That's it. So we want to keep it as clean as possible as that, right? So when Google sees the link coming from John Fetty, the on page and all of that is all about excavation company. Content is excavation company. It links to this website, which is all about excavation in Dallas, right? And it's a clean link, okay? It'll probably move from page 4, right? Now, let's just say it moves from page 4 to page 2 for the keyword, our main keyword, excavation companies, Dallas, Texas. Okay. Why would it move? Because the on page for this is excavation companies, Dallas, Texas. As far as you have the title, the main keyword they're looking to rank here, that's going to help. If you want to rank for near me, you can see excavation companies near me, Dallas, Texas, because you're looking to rank, right? But most likely, even if you don't put the near me in the title, because the main site's GMB location, Google knows, is in Dallas, it'll come up with a near me. But if you want to put that, you can put this also.
Okay.
Make sense? So it's moved from page 4 to page 2. Literally 90% of the time, like let's just go to the next one, right? This one here, what do you do again? Okay, for this, you take the same title, right? You can literally copy paste the same title tag, which is the main keyword you want to rank for excavation companies, Dallas, Texas. Okay, but just to mix it up, you can just say Carol, the business, this PBN is CarolynYuki.com, right? So Carolyn Yuki buys, it doesn't matter, buys excavation, or you can say employs, or you can say sues, it doesn't matter, right? You just to make it look natural, but you have this keyword in the title.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And again, the anchor text for this is probably the same thing. And now you're waiting 2 to 4 to maybe 6 to 8 weeks at the most to see how it moves. It may probably move from page 4 to page 2 to bottom of page 1 now. Right? If you want to be a bit aggressive, instead of this as anchor text, you can just put the main keyword. If you put the main keyword you're looking to rank, excavation company Dallas, right? It'll probably skyrocket it to page 1, but you can also take it from page 4 to page 9 because you're over optimized all of a sudden. We don't know, so we want to be a bit safe, and so we won't put the whole excavation companies Dallas. We may just put the service alone, excavation companies, right? Or best excavation companies, something like that. So now Google takes this excavation companies, okay, this is all about excavation company in Dallas, okay, linking to this about excavation company, okay, and then it may move it.